thing we're ashamed of. The memory of one moment so embarrassing, we don't think we'll ever get over it. A moment that still wakes us at 4 a.m. Sweating. My terrible moment happened because I was afraid. I was afraid because I lost the only true friend I'd ever known. People do bad things out of fear. For me, the good life ended when Mum died, a few years back. Suddenly, Dad married Natalie. They were living in Dubai, and I was in boarding school, in the middle of nowhere. A school where rugby was a religion, where I was persecuted daily. I mean, legally, you guys shouldn't be able to force me to go to school. Legally, I'm basically an adult.
You're basically an adult, but you're actually like 16.
Yes, 16 is your actual age, which is why the idea of us letting you leave school is absurd.
So you're pretty much sending me to jail?
But even prisoners make an effort to fit in. They do jigsaws together. They ping pong with each other.
Could you please listen to yourself? The briefest of moments.
Excuse me.
Ned, conforming is part of being a grown-up, and letting you leave school early would be sending you to jail in a way. Boys who leave school at your age doom themselves to a life of sweeping up supermarket floors.
Dad was obsessed with the guys who swept supermarket floors.
And then crime, naturally. Natalie, Adam Quinn's boy. He was expelled from school last year. Now, apparently, he's a bum in Paris.
No way, really?
Yes. Reading his poetry on the metro for money, practically begging. And it's desperately sad. So just think about that.
A bum in Paris? I would have loved that. But was I bad enough to get expelled? This year would tell. My own room. Magical.
Did you just say you have your own room? No way. Let me see. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, my tormentor-in-chief.
Okay. Maybe the reason you have your own room is so nobody gets bummed, you know, in the middle of the night.
And hello to you too, Weasel. I trust the summer treated you well?
I trust the summer treated you well. Oh, you are an utter bender. Weasel, you fucking legend. Haven't seen you in ages. All right.
Back to jail. And just like prison, if nobody likes who you really are, then buddy, you better hide yourself away. Here's an example. For English essays, I stole the lyrics from obscure songs the very old Mr. Futrell would never know. But it was a private joke. Nobody else knew the song, or cared one way or the other. Everyone at Woodhill College was obsessed with rugby. And I didn't hate rugby, but what happened if you didn't love it? Yeah, that sound means gay. I have no idea why it means that, but believe me, I heard it a lot.
Just so we all know what we're doing.
I should explain.
You all recognize this?
Gay means crap, bad, or different. And the fear of being in any way different ran through our school from top to bottom.
Ask the lady to dance, and then, you know, you get into a sort of a... Remember, there's kind of that, right? But do not do that, okay? So, any questions?
There were other kinds of schools, of course. Cool, modern-day schools where anything went, but not here.
Today, we're going to be looking at...
Talking about sexual identity to anyone in our school, that was like staring at the sun.
Anyone have any idea?
It seemed you could be whoever you liked out in the world. But our school wasn't a part of the world.
Firstly, some sad news. After a short illness, our dear colleague and friend, Glenn Futrell, has passed on. Eunice! Which will mean some reshuffling in the English department. In honor of our recently deceased English teacher, one victorious student will be chosen to represent the school in the National Essay Writing Competition, there is a first prize of $5 grand as a donation to the school. Now, rugby.
Did you ever meet an adult who wishes they were a kid again? That was our headmaster, Walter.
This school has won 17 senior cups, but it has been a long decade since the last. We have a fine crop of players, and the entire school needs to support our fantastic coach, Mr. Pascal O'Keefe.
As for this guy, well, rumour had it Pascal's wife left him because he was too obsessed with rugby. And that's the guy who changed everything.
Starts tomorrow. Do not be late for Pascal. Nice boy called Ned is this room. Parents live in Dubai.
What sort of a boy is Ned?
Voracious reader. Well, I'll leave you to say your farewells.
Honey, I'm sorry your dad didn't make it. He wanted to. He was just...
He's drunk.
He's busy. He's incredibly busy with work. You know how hard he works. It's flat out. Just a look.
Okay. Give me a second. I can't share with a guy like him.
Ned. You know, my time in the Boy Scouts as a young man was rewarding on so many levels. Bivouacking, orienteering, the nautical art of making knots. And although I may not be able to remember how to fashion a round turn and 2 half hitches, I will never forget the lasting bond of friendship that ensued.
Sir, the Geneva Convention.
My decision is final. Leave.
Yes, this was a blow, but it wasn't as if the rugby team would be congregating in my bedroom.
We heard you were coming. Yes, you're younger than us, but Pascal says, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Look, Conor, this is the last year for this dream team, all right? We all leave in the summer.
I've been captain twice, and I'm not allowed to repeat again, unfortunately.
So, we have to win this thing this year. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think the chance is going to come around again for this school. Training starts tomorrow at 6. Do not be late.
Do not be late.
Seriously. Big no-no.
This is your roommate? I was really starting to wonder for a second. I mean, this is a picture of 2 guys wearing the face off each other, Conor. I mean, really?
That's not mine.
Touch me, homo, and I call rape, okay? Jesus,
Please, give it a rest.
Conor, you're gonna have to seriously consider moving rooms, okay? You're gonna get AIDS in here. We cannot have a teammate giving us AIDS in the middle of a scrum.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure that's how the HIV virus is transmitted.
Go fuck yourself, Spainer. And as for you, you just made Weasel's shit list. Come on.
you know lizards can regrow their tails? That's how it was in our school, with English teachers. One dies, another grows in its place. No big deal.
Darren Finnegan! Did you make that absurd noise? Age 16. Birthday, June. Shoe size, 8.5. Fan of Formula One car racing. Allergic to milk. And therefore all dairy, surely. Father, a management consultant. Mother, stay-at-home mom. Bedwetter, I'd imagine, and a coward, for sure. Congratulations, Mr. Finnegan. You are today's winner of the Witless Tool competition. Be gone. Anyone else? No? Good. How did I learn all that stuff about Darren? I read it. And I read about each and every one of you similarly. There is no limit to what you can learn from reading. And with that in mind, I'm sending you an essay. The essay is due on Friday, and the title of the essay is A Family Member. And before you consider how dull and how asinine the title of that essay is, let me tell you that I'm aware how dull and asinine it is, and I want you to own the dullness. Reveal to me who you are, if you dare. In the meantime, we're going to be reading Lord of the Flies by Golding, a cautionary tale about giving power to an impressionable mass of fragrant and unkempt urchins. Not that that's ever going to happen in my class. Okay, books open, please. Page 1.
A boy with fair hair lowered himself down the last few feet of the rock and began to pick his way toward the lagoon. Though he had taken off his school sweater and trailed it out from one hand, his grey shirt stuck to him. His hair was plastered to his forehead. All around.
Go away! Thank you.
Whoa.
Sorry, sir. I thought you were a pupil.
No. What's with the Berlin Wall?
That's a matter of necessity.
Right. Who's your roommate?
Oh, well, honestly, I don't know.
Right. Well, I've got a delivery for, No way you can make him feel welcome, no?
Yeah, you see, he's a rugby player, so believe me, my friendship would be a hindrance.
It's quite a persecution complex you got going on there.
Thank you.
You gonna let me hear something?
Well, I can't play, and even if I could, I don't think I'd play anything that you'd like.
Let's play something. Okay, so that's D.
That's D.
Is D your own?
D is my only chord, yeah.
I see. Okay, well, lift the finger up. That one. There. There. Yep. I play. Now you know another chord. See ya. I set an essay title for you because I wanted to find out about you, and there were some excellent essays, but there was one that stood out above all. Ned wrote. Do you want to get up here and read it in front of the class?
I'm actually okay. Thanks. I mean, thank you, but I just prefer not to.
I appreciate that. But I think you should. The next person to make a single solitary sound of any sort is in hideous trouble. Good. Ned.
family member. I have this cousin whose name's Kevin, and I'm pretty sure he's destined for heaven. He's always spotlessly dressed, clean and neat and totally smooth. He likes to wear this fur-lined sheepskin jacket.
Keep going, please.
Kevin, start the same. My perfect cousin. He doesn't. He's his father's pride and joy. His mother's little golden boy. Economics. It's physics and economics. He thinks that I'm a bit of a cabbage because I hate university.
Stop. Sit down.
Listen to you, the baying crowd, bleating like sheep. Why do you assume that this lesson isn't for you? Never, ever, ever use a borrowed voice. You're all individual. Stop! Stop! You spend your whole life being someone else. Who's going to be you? Get out!
Shouldn't you be asleep?
Shouldn't you?
I'm not the one playing in the quarterfinal tomorrow.
That is why I'm not sleeping. I can't. My nerves.
You're gonna win.
You don't know that.
I don't know the first thing about rugby, but I feel it in my bones.
Are you gonna be there?
It's not really my team. This one time, before you came here, one of your teammates flushed my head down the toilet. So that is not going in my autobiography. You're better off without me. I will be rooting for you, though.
Single file, gentlemen, single file.
Lovers will cling to paradise. Lunatics howl on full moon night. The clock's still on a neck for sure. Turntables turn till we have no cure. It's
Connor! Your old man's out at the bar. Says he wants to buy us all a drink.
Yourself. Look where you get stuck in, lads. Yeah. Drink with the old man, son.
Fine with water, thanks.
Come here to me, I won't hurt you. We can't toast the victory without a man's drink, huh? To my Sunday afternoon. After all you fine young men. Cheers. Cheers, boys. Hey!
Conor later told me that if he hadn't had that first drink, his night would have ended very differently.
Dad is a complete inspiration.
Best thing about watching you play today was realizing that All that rubbish in the last school was just rubbish. That was the real you today, huh? I loved you today. I loved you again. You felt like my son again. Not that idiot from before. Come on, jump in, I'll give you a lift back, huh? We'll have the chats. I'm getting the train. Ah. Son.
After walking for hours, I found a cinema showing a subtitled film about a nun, which was long. I ended up late for the coaches back to school, and that's when I saw Conor. The idea was that I would surprise him.
Far too young. Sorry, pal.
No, he's my friend.
He's older than you.
Wait, what kind of bar is this?
Bar for adults.
Okay. What kind of adults?
Gay adults.
Totally. Just double checking. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for him. He'll be out in a second. I better head. Yeah, it's getting late. All this time, I thought I was the only one on the outside. Turns out, I couldn't have been more wrong.
I nearly missed the bloody train. Oh. So congratulations on today. I believe you played really well.
Thanks, sir. I actually missed a few kicks. Not my best.
Oh, did you? Not no. Okay. Well, still, you got the quarter.
Semi-finals.
No pressure then?
No.
I might have a cup of tea or something. I like a cup of tea, maybe. Not much of a coffee drinker. I like like a cup of tea or a pot, nice big pot of tea. Big pot of tea is your only man.
Sir, before, it's not what it seemed.
What? No.
I was bursting for the loo and it was the nearest bar around.
Yeah, you know my friend there, Connor. He's very
There's no
affectionate.
signs out front.
Yeah, it's very, very poorly signposted. He's Italian, you know. He's all over. You know. Oh, Jesus. Connor, I think a certain degree of discretion.
I am never gonna say anything, sir.
About anything?
Ever, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Right. I might get a cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want one? Yeah. Okay. Okay.